Alright guys, so in this lecture, I'm gonna show you how I personally use ABCD trading strategy, and trust me guys, this is like, I would say, even powerful than ABC if used properly, and I'm gonna show you how to use it properly. So how do I use ABCD trading strategy? First of all, as I said before, I look at the overall market structure. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Okay. Once I know the direction of the market, so I look back 30 days or 20 days, and if the market is going up, I look for longs. And if the market has been going down for the past 30 days, I only short, guys. That is one simple rule to identify trends. So you have A, B, C, right? You look for D leg, okay? And after that, you look for market structure shift on a smaller time frame, okay? So there could be structure here. Now, so in ABC strategy, we look for market structure shift above the range or below the range, okay? But in ABCD, what can happen is, as long as this level is not broken, you can look for market structure shifts. And while this level gets broken, you can still look for market structure shifts, okay? If the trend is bullish, right, this level can act as a liquidity level as well. But most of the time, the pattern is going to look like this: A, B, C, D. The D leg takes out the low of the B leg, and then you look at the market structure shift on a smaller time frame. So the recommended timing, the timing that I use, the time frame that I use for this strategy is 4 hour and 15 minutes. Okay. And guys, trust me, I'm not lying. This is like the best time frame to use these strategies. So on the 4 hour, you look at the market structure and you identify the ABC pattern. And after that, you look for the D leg that takes out the low of the B leg. Once that low is taken out, you drop down to 15 minutes time frame, and then you look for market structure shift with displacement that has fair value gap before market structure shift. And you take your entry during kill zone hours. Okay, as I explained in the ABC video, I have shown the timings. You must follow that timing. And you take your entry, and you can look for 1 to 2, target some fair value gap here. Probably there is a supply zone or a auto block with fair value gap. Your first target would be that. You would take some partials. You take some partials along the way, and probably you could be trading your stop loss. It really depends on your risk management style. So similarly, if we have a downtrend for the past 30 days or 20 days, you look for a purge of this level. So we have A, B, C, and this D leg takes out the high of the B leg right here. Once that is taken out, you look for market structure shift on 15-minute time frame, and yeah, it's gonna work out perfectly. Okay. Now, sometimes what I do to make it even more perfect, I would look for ABC pattern like that, and I would use the fib from the start of A leg and the end of C leg. And if the D leg comes into 0.705 level of fib or 0.79 level, right, and then gives you a market structure shift, then guys, that is an A+ setup, I would say. Okay, I mean, the previous setup is also A+, but this adds in more confluence, right? And if there is a perfect auto block with fair value gap around this level, then oh guys, trust me, you're gonna love when this trade is gonna play out in your favor. So you look for market structure shift on 15 minutes when price touches the 0.705 or 0.79 level, or an auto block around this area, right? And I could say 0.5 above the 0.5 level. If you find an auto block or these levels, the ODE levels 0.79 to 0.705, you look for market structure shift and you take your entry targeting fair value gaps or auto blocks. So let me give you guys a couple of examples.